Dan Lebatard.
I listened to Dan's show while I was in Florida last week, you know? I listened every day. Came in the afternoon. He's got a good show.
Stugatz.
It's got a very good show.
Oh, it's impeccably produced. I mean, oh, goodness. That is like a training show for kids on how to produce radio.
This is the Dan Lebatard Show with the Stugatz on ESPN Radio.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guest on the Dan Lebatard Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line.
A texter writes in, Dan, I hope your facts are wrong. Just because. Well, you're in luck, sir. Today is your lucky day. Because not only does the relationship of Nunez.
It's Nunez.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
The relationship of Nunez seems to be really just delightful.
Yeah.
She seems to be in the middle of domestic bliss as opposed to, the police being called to her house because of the fights that she's having with her significant other. But also, as an added bonus, women are headlining the very next pay-per-view that's available to you.
You said that would never happen again.
I believe I did say that. It did not take very long to prove me wrong. Happy 25th anniversary, ESPN Radio. This is what you have birthed. I got nothing right last segment. So that's where we are.
Okay. But at least we had that mix of the blustery win with Brent.
I also said Cyborg looked like a man, which is probably not something I should have said either.
Second down and 9.
I think it'd be pretty cool if on the 25th anniversary, bang, fired. Like that's the way for us to do it, isn't it? And just not for something offensive, just for being bad. Like, we're sorry. And ESPN doesn't do a lot of that, right? They just let your contract run out. Like, ESPN doesn't actually fire people for being bad.
They just let it run out. You're right.
Right.
Yes.
They just, and then next thing you know, you don't work for us anymore. And we're like, where did Eric Mangini go?
Where is Rick Reilly?
Right. I mean, no, I think, does he still work for us?
I think he does. I think Riley still does.
Does he still work for us? I think he still does.
I believe he does. I'll check it.
Did you really do where he at for a guy who still works at the company? Is that what just happened? Well, I'm in no position right now to be telling anybody that they shouldn't be making errors.
All I'm saying is I haven't seen the dude. No.
It's been a while. Yeah. But I think he would also kind of prove the point where he still works at the company because ESPN doesn't fire people. They just sort of let, they ban you to some sort of outpost maybe, but they keep paying you. They don't, ESPN fires people when they get, or I should say on-air people. ESPN fires on-air people that when they get in trouble. When do you ever see an ESPN person just fired for being bad? Mike, where's Rick Reilly?
I asked, is he still with us? And I got an I don't think so from an unnamed source, so I don't know. I'm still investigating.
I have his last article here, January 10th, 2014. But I feel like, that's the last time he wrote for ESPN.com, I feel like he's done something since, though. Like, he does like those little essays, like Tom Rinaldi type essays at the end of a major or something like that. I feel like he's done that for
Guillermo,
ESPN.
put it on the poll.
Where's Rick Reilly?
No. That's too open-ended. Does Rick Reilly still work for ESPN? Does Rick Reilly still work for ESPN? The answer is yes or no. What are you doing? Did you just make a poll? Somebody find Rick Reilly for us?
I have his number. I can call him.
All right, okay.
Yeah, call him.
Yeah, go ahead.
See where he is.
You're going to go straight to him to ask him whether or not he still works for the company or not?
Should.
All right, we're going to call him. Live. No, not live.
On air?
No.
You're just going to ask him? If you had to bet an amount of money that mattered to you, would you bet yes or no Rick Reilly still being with the company? I'd bet yes.
I would bet yes, too.
Me too.
Man.
But I haven't seen him in a while.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know. I'm going to trust my judgment here. I'm going to say... I'm going no. I'm a hard I don't think so.
So are those the choice? Couldn't we find out without calling Rick Reilly? There has to be an... Are you kidding me? Are you bleeping kidding me? That guy was in beer commercials.
He was, with Rebecca Romaine Samos.
That guy was the biggest star in sports writing. We can't ask somebody at the company, does Rick Reilly still work here?
No one knows. I mean, again, January 10th, 2014, he wrote a column called Headed Home.
When was the...
Or was home?
It's a good question.
Is that was his
Home
retirement?
Sports
Was that
Illustrated?
his retirement column?
Yeah, hold on. I believe
Well,
it
no,
was.
no, but I think he was retiring from writing, but he was going to be doing other projects.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, yes, the end of the career for sports writing. That was his last article. I feel like he's done some of those essays, some of those, Rinaldi type
Mike,
things.
this can't be that hard. First of all, let me take people behind the scenes here for a second, real quick. You should have seen during the break my beloved staff working hard, rooting for there to be domestic violence in the past of the bantamweight champion of the UFC women's division. They were rooting for domestic violence so that I could be right and not be ashamed.
All I found was her drinking a domestic beer after she won
That's right.
her match.
All the internet revealed no domestic violence, just that she was having just domestic bliss, really.
Yes.
But beyond that, I have now trusted this staff with finding me that information, and I've realized that this staff is incompetent. Why? Because no one at the company can give us the very simple, easy answer of, does Rick Reilly still work here? My research staff is bad at research. You would think that that is something that can be answered fairly quickly.
His number's disconnected.
Give me more of the Dan Lebatard Show on ESPN Radio.